Yo, it's Marc Shannon from Fantasy Knockout Fantasy Football Show. Today is Saturday, October 22nd. You can follow the show on social media at Fantasy Knockout. Make sure to subscribe whatever platform you're watching or listening on, and let's hit that goal of 100 subscribers on YouTube. I'm excited for today's show. It's the Week 7 injury report. Who's hurt, who's not, who's in, who's out. Let's talk some news.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Here is the news.
News with views. All right, quarterback P.J. Walker from Carolina. His head coach Steve Wilks announced that P.J. is going to get the start for Week 7. Baker Mayfield's out. Wide receiver Jameson Williams from Detroit. His head coach Dan Campbell said that Williams with a torn ACL will play this season. Campbell said that we feel like he's really coming along, and the team believes Williams, a first-round pick from Alabama who tore his ACL like back in January. He will play this season. Haven't been given a timetable just yet, so keep holding on or stashing him in your IR. When he hits the field, he will be a stud. Wide receiver Chase Claypool from Pittsburgh. Reports are saying that the team expects Claypool to be available before the NFL trade deadline. They shopped him preseason this year already. The McCaffrey trade kind of set a baseline for what teams to expect, as well as like the Jets wide receiver Denzel Mims was going to possibly be up there. Elijah Moore from the Jets as well, or the Patriots wide receiver Kendrick Bourne. We'll see if they get shopped. Running back J.K. Dobbins from Baltimore. He is expected to undergo arthroscopic knee surgery next week and should sideline him for 4 to 6 weeks. So pick up Kenyon Drake or Gus Edwards if they're available. Main event, who's in, who's out. So running backs, Raheem Mostert from Miami. He's got the knee issue. He's going to be in. You can flex him. DeAndre Swift from Detroit. He's got a shoulder issue. He's questionable. Game time decision. If he plays, start him. If not, obviously sit him. J.K. Dobbins, we just mentioned, he's going to be out for a while, so sit him. Jonathan Taylor from Indianapolis with a foot issue. He's going to be in. You can start him. Nyheim Hines from Indianapolis, he's cleared the concussion protocol. He's in. You can flex him if you need to. Saquon Barkley from the Jets, he's done with his shoulder issue. He's in. Start him. Damian Harris from New England with his hamstring. Guess what? He's in. You can flex him if you need him. All right, some tight ends. Dalton Schultz with the knee issue. He is in. You can stream Schultz this week. Mark Andrews with the knee issue. He should be in. You can start him. Pat Freiermuth from Pittsburgh with the concussion. He's cleared that. He's in. Go ahead and start Pat this week. Hayden Hurst from Cincinnati with the groin issue. He's in. You can stream him if you need to. Darren Waller from the Raiders, hamstring injury. He is out, so sit him. Cameron Brate from Tampa Bay with the neck issue. He is out, so sit him. And then Logan Thomas from Washington. He is out as well, so sit him. Some quarterbacks. Lamar Jackson from Baltimore with his hip issue. He's in. Start him with confidence. Baker Mayfield from Carolina, we mentioned he's going to be out. Don't start P.J. Walker. Aaron Rodgers from Green Bay with the thumb issue. He's in. You can stream him if you need to. Kenny Pickett from Pittsburgh. He's cleared the concussion protocol. He's in. I'd sit him. I don't want to trust him this week. And then Russell Wilson from Denver with the hamstring issue. He is questionable. Game time decision. I'd sit him anyways. You can't trust Wilson right now in Denver. Some wide receivers. Keenan Allen from the Los Angeles Chargers with the hamstring injury. He's a game time decision. The team is pushing for him to play. Allen said he'd rather wait until after their bye week, which is next week. So if he does play, you can flex him. CeeDee Lamb from Dallas, the hip issue. He is in. Start him. Nico Collins from Houston with the wrist. He is in. I'd sit him. Christian Watson from Green Bay with the hamstring. He's out, so sit him. Amon-Ra St. Brown from Detroit with the ankle injury. He is in. Start Amon-Ra this week. DJ Chark from Detroit, same team, ankle injury. He's out. Get him out of your lineup. T. Higgins from Cincinnati with an ankle injury. He's in. Start him. Jamar Chase also popped up with his hip injury from Cincinnati. He's in. Start him with confidence this week. Randall Cobb from Green Bay with his ankle injury. He's out. Get him out of your lineup. Rashad Bateman from Baltimore with his foot injury. He's game time questionable. You can stream him if you need to. Brandon Cooks from Houston. He took a personal day the other day, missed practice. He's going to be in. Go ahead and start him. Kadarius Toney from the Giants with his hamstring. He's out, so sit him. Sit Julio Jones from Tampa Bay with his knee injury. Jahan Dotson with his hamstring from Washington. He's out. Tyler Lockett from Seattle with his hamstring injury. He didn't practice all week. They were doing that to give him rest so that he could possibly play this week. I don't think he plays. I think he's out. sit him. If he does play, flex him. And then Jalen Waddle from Miami, he had the shoulder issue. He is in. Go ahead and start Waddle this week. All right, guys, just a quick reminder. Check your lineups before game time just to make sure there's no surprise inactives. And then I also do a final update on my rankings Sunday morning, so you can double check that, make sure everything's jiving with your lineup and my rankings. Some stashes for next week. Pick up and bench. Stash them if you have the spot. Quarterback, if you're in need of a quarterback, maybe a bye week next week. Matt Ryan from Indianapolis, he's got a good matchup. Daniel Jones from the Giants as well. You could stash them. Some tight ends. Irv Smith, he's on the bye this week. Maybe you can pick him up. Maybe somebody dropped him. And then Evan Ingram as well. He's a good tight end that should have a solid week next week. Some running backs. Tyler Algier out of Atlanta. We've been saying his name for a couple weeks now. Kyron Williams, mentioned him couple episodes back. He's from the Rams. He's still on the IR. He should be activated soon. You could stash him because the Rams expect to use him towards the end of the year. Some wide receivers, pick up Alec Pierce from Indianapolis and Wan'Dale Robinson from the Giants. They are getting more and more work. I don't quite trust them to start them in my lineups just yet, but somebody I'd throw on my bench to see if they can develop in the next week or two and getting more targets and more playing time. Well, that's going to wrap it up for today. The next show is Week 8 must-add players for the Waiver Wire edition. I want to say thank you for listening to the show. Make sure to subscribe whatever platform you're on. Please leave that rating and review. It really helps me out. All right, till next time, see ya!